We build fences to keep our homes separate from the outdoors. You lock the gate, turn on the porch light, and assume the perimeter is secure. But at night, those boundaries are failing. Something is actively crossing the line. It moves with a confidence rarely seen in timber wolves, yet carries a much heavier frame than any local coyote. It is a new kind of animal, and it's watching from the tree line. Our housing developments physically carve into the deep forests, forcing two separate species to coexist in the gaps between our fences. This predator emerged directly from that artificial friction. Living inside our infrastructure has stripped away the instinct to avoid us. These animals have lost the survival-based fear of humans that typically keeps large predators in the deep woods. The invisible barrier separating the wild from our neighborhoods has failed. If you live in a suburb today, you are sharing your zip code with a tier of danger that didn't exist a few decades ago. To understand how this happened, we have to look back at the original occupants. As human expansion pushed deeper into North America, dwindling gray wolf populations found their traditional woodland territory shrinking. Facing extinction, those isolated wolves began breeding with the more abundant coyote population simply to survive. This chart maps the result of that pairing. Offspring gained significant physical advantages, inheriting the heavy mass of a wolf and an increased brain capacity. Their bite force far exceeds a domestic dog, allowing them to take down heavier prey. Their wolf ancestry means they are perfectly comfortable hunting in dense traditional woodlands, bringing down deer with the efficiency of a pack predator. But their coyote lineage allows them to pivot, transitioning seamlessly into the manicured parks and golf courses of a neighborhood. By disrupting the original ecosystem, we forced a genetic upgrade. We created an apex survivor built for any terrain. We are used to seeing large predators like grizzly bears occasionally encroach on human settlements, but those animals are usually seeking out isolated, natural prey like sockeye salmon before retreating back to the wilderness. This hybrid seeks out artificial targets. They track domestic refuse and household pets, which inevitably puts them on a collision course with human beings. This shift explains the statistical spike in sightings occurring inside major metropolitan centers. We are seeing them walk boldly across paved city intersections. In the mid-century era, massive highway projects and dense concrete infrastructure effectively separated our cities from the wild. This map shows how that separation has vanished. Radiating from the northeast, the hybrid population is expanding rapidly toward the south and west. This expansion represents a permanent territorial shift. We are inadvertently relinquishing our status as the only apex predators within our own habitats. The conventional safety guidelines for suburban living are now obsolete. Locking the trash and staying in well-lit areas is no longer a guarantee of security. These animals are unpredictable and increasingly aggressive. They have adapted to our presence, making them harder to deter than any traditional wild animal. Coexisting with this threat starts with a complete comprehension of their capabilities. They possess a unique combination of speed, high intelligence, and immense jaw strength. Look closely at your own neighborhood tonight. The ecological shift is likely already happening right outside your window. We built environments like New York City to isolate ourselves from the wild, yet this city is part of the landscape nature is now reclaiming. Wild nature is evolving faster than our infrastructure. We are unprepared for the consequences of our own expansion.